Welcome back to the Tacomaholic channel, everybody. If you are new to modding your Toyota Tacoma, haven't really started yet and not really sure what to expect, well, to get the most out of having fun with your Tacoma with the aftermarket scene and getting into off-roading and all that fun stuff, you're probably going to have to cut a few things. So today we'll go over the first 3 things you'll probably cut on your Toyota Tacoma. All right, guys, you can't make a video talking about cutting things on your Tacoma without talking about cutting the cab mount plate right down here, which is called the cab mount chop. I tried to do this video without mentioning this. It did not work out. I pissed myself and forgot who I was for about 30 minutes. So here we go. Starting off with the most important thing you are going to cut on your Tacoma if you get into modding, especially if you want to fit bigger tires, which, I mean, let's face it, that's probably the first thing you want to do, lift bigger tires. Cutting your cab mount plate. If you did not know, the cab mount plate is right back here. Good old sun making it hard to see. Let me try on the other side. Hold on. I got the tires at full lock, so the other side might be good to show you anyway, because I have 35-inch tires. They are at full lock, and you can see right there, I still have about, I don't know, it looks like about 1 inch of clearance between where the tire would normally rub on the cab mount and the metal right here. I love the cab mount chop so much, I've done it literally 3 times. I guess I didn't realize there were degrees of cab mount chops based on how aggressive you want to get to fit larger tires. So if you think you might end up with going with 35-inch tires, do yourself a favor and just start off with the most aggressive cab mount chop. I did a whole video on this, which I will link to right up here in the corner. But as far as cutting things on your Tacoma goes, literally everyone I know who has gotten into off-roading and larger tires has the cab mount chop. So if this kind of thing scares you, I think the largest tire you can safely run without rubbing is usually like the next bigger size of. So if you started out with 265, I want to say it was 60 or 65, 16 tires, you can go up an increment of 5. So 265, 70, or so on and so forth. But if you want to go with the 33s or even the lovely 35s, be prepared to cut the cab mount plate.
It is inevitable.
All right, next on the list here at the back of the truck is your muffler exhaust, specifically really not exactly the muffler, but the factory exhaust, I guess, tip, or the tube that comes after the actual muffler. If I remember correctly, it obviously goes over the axle, and I believe it comes underneath the leaf springs, and I think it actually comes out like under the bumper, like right in this area. That is just begging to be whacked on a rock somewhere if you get. So a very popular thing to do, as you can see right here, is just to cut that part of the exhaust where it starts to bend back down so you don't get water up in there, right there over the axle. To avoid that, give you plenty of clearance. You will never whack this on a rock again. One thing to be mindful of if you live in a state that does annual safety inspections is if you go to a place that's rather strict, they might fail you just because I think technically this is supposed to exit to the side of the vehicle so you don't have like fumes building up underneath, so just be aware of that. And the last thing you may cut involves 2 very popular Tacoma mods. First is the Toyota Tacoma official bed mat. Look at that beautiful Tacoma logo right there in the middle. And the second is adding bed stiffeners. If you have both of these things, you may want to go ahead and cut the back corners here, back meaning like towards the tailgate, just because I see a lot of people, if they like want to secure loads down here, they use this bed bolt right there where my thumb is pointing to put some kind of D-ring like this, or maybe not this one, something a little stronger if you're like hauling motorcycles or stuff like that. If you're just hauling small stuff, not so much an issue, but I've seen a lot of people go ahead and cut the bed mat, just notch it out, this rubber right here, just to play well with the bed stiffeners, and or if they're going to add a D-ring right here to mount stuff in the bed. All right, guys, and that will do it for my list of the first 3 things you'll probably have to cut on your Tacoma once you get into the modding process. If you have cut any of these, comment below and let me know. Chances are you've probably done at least a few of them. And if you can think of any other suggestions for common things that get cut on the Tacoma, comment below and let me know. As always, thank you so much for supporting the channel by watching this video. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll see you in the next video.